Today we're going to have a look at the daily challenge. So we'll just jump in. So just to confirm, this is the daily challenge of the 20th of September. No mini motorways, so no motorways are offered. And we start with 4 bridges though, so definitely lacking motorways will be a nice challenge for this one. And having a look at the leaderboard beforehand, it looks like 3,000. If you can hit 3,000, you're in the top 5. So I'm not the greatest on this level on the best of times, so yeah, we'll see how we go. We're 1,000th of the way there. Okay. We've still got 3 bridges, so we'll take the traffic lights. Definitely a slow start here. So the fact that our blue doesn't go across the river is a good thing, but we've also got so many bridges that it probably isn't too big a deal. Alright, we'll swing him that way. Now, that is going to cause that to be a bit slowed down, so we might just give that a traffic light, so we've got a couple. And I mean, this is the last guy that's going to be used to assist, so that green light should pretty much just stay that way, so it's just more an assurance to these guys that they can speed straight through that intersection. Now that is pretty mean placement. What that means is that we'll have to swing all the way around here to get to those guys, and then he can cut through there. In terms of connecting houses to roads, freeway intersection cars will slow down into, but if a car is just positioned against a road like that, it's more just considered its driveway, so cars won't slow down passing a driveway. That's what you sort of see here and here, and this obviously isn't. Actually, we could fix that by doing this. Okay, so let's swing him up and around. Not the most efficient use of road, but probably easier than. I mean, we could probably swing a couple of these guys down. Could be the faster way to do it. Alright, let's pause for a second. We'll rebuild this. That's going to cost me 2 bridges to go that way, but for now we'll allow it. The alternative would be we just sort of flick them up and around. Bridge. Use the roundabout here. Swing those guys in. Those guys in. Now we've got the 2 houses, the 1 house down the bottom here, but I don't think we'll use him at all at this stage. I mean, obviously we'd have to work him all the way around, so for now we'll just let these guys just operate on 2, and just on a roundabout I think will be the way to go. Nice straight line. always think you get a false sense of security around this point where you go like, well, everything seems to be connecting very nicely. Who even needs highways? Then we'll suddenly get a white guy like over here or something. Just surprised I haven't got more blue houses in this area. It's usually a very common thing to see. The bridge. Now, traffic light in there. One in there. I'm not really a big fan of pulling these. So pulling these guys away from him means that we've pulled the two of the closer houses away from this guy. Like his closest two houses would have been these two. This guy's going to need more attention, and it's a much further distance. I don't know, possibly I should be just connecting these two here, because these guys aren't moving at the moment anyway. Yeah, okay. Let's pause for a second. Let's take these three guys. Let them connect around there. This guy up now. Pink generally ends up with a population over on this island, so hopefully this is just a short-term thing, because we also end up, I think, on this level with an insane amount of pink factories on this side, whereas this is about the furthest west that pink houses will show up. See how that plays out. Would be good to get another blue house somewhere in the vicinity of these two, because 2 running on 3 is not ideal. I mean, getting this guy... Oh, okay. Alright, cool. There's a... Oh, connect him that way. The tricky thing about him is that we know that he'll make it an intersection. There's the first of our ink on this side. Actually, we might get that guy. Alright, well, we do need him helping out, I would say. Possibly the problem now is that because of this pink house, we can't actually ever split out this into 2 different populations. But what we will do is we'll put that there. See if we can try and divide this into different connections to here. Now, that way. Let's just connect him that way. I mean, there's no point in having... No, let's go the other way. So we get... Swing this guy as sharply as we can up that way. Cool. Yeah, okay. So this is where we're going to start to struggle. So what we will do, we will Switch this that way. And then what we will do is, we've got 2 there, so we'll take... So we'll go all the way up to him. Connect these 2. Run them around the edge there. Oh, there's a closer pink house. It's just going to be the start of a huge suburb. Always is. We'll take the road tiles at this point, I think. Don't really need that, do I? Because that's just a dude on a driveway. Okay. What we want to do is appropriate all those guys to help out down here. Get rid of that. I mean, this guy here, I'm not even sure I want to connect because he's just sort of in no man's land. Speaking of no man's land. Suppose what we could do is try and swing them down around this way. And not ideal because of how the fact that that guy's circular. Do is just get this guy to go up and around. Hopefully we get another guy in here. We're not. We're going to get him over here. It's definitely not ideal. Take the roundabout. That's good, at least we've got another guy there. These guys are hitting the top up here to get around. That blue guy there really kills any opportunity we'd have to cut that shorter. That's what we've got at the moment. So if we get another couple of houses up here. Okay, at least that's one we can work with. What we can do here is now this is a handy little suburb that we're getting down here. So what it actually means is that we can cut these guys off. So, quick pauses for a second. We get rid of all of that. We give full responsibility of that to this red community. We turn these two guys around to help out there. Then we can put this here. That then means that we can do is wait for the last few red cars to come home and we can get this guy to connect over here. We'll take the road tiles, I think. They're a little bit skimp. Okay. Wait for these two guys to connect here, so possibly our best bet is going to be... Oh cool, there's a blue guy up there already connected on this network. Got him. We probably want one more. Now the problem is both of these are circular and already in panic mode. This already isn't lasting. So it's a pain. Yeah, unfortunate that he can't connect. We can do that though. Get him in there. That's annoying too, because we're waiting for this bridge to get out of here. Okay, and then what we'll do is we'll flick these guys up that way. While we ponder what to do with these four guys. I mean, we could go on an insane journey. We're gonna have enough road for that. We can wait there for a second. We only have two guys operating on that one, so we'll shift him over. Now, I did say before that one thing I think that's important is not pulling away closer houses just because there's an option you can use. So these two guys here really I should be sending this way. This guy here we need to be connecting to. So we've got one bridge left, but we'll take the 30 tiles just because definitely I intend on spending big here. So there's 4 more houses that can help out here. But we can already see that some of these are just staying still, which is definitely a good thing. Now because they are staying still, let's turn around a few of these guys. We'll turn around the guys that doesn't need to cause any more commotion. You can just have your straight driveway. The next one we'll do is we'll shift this guy and this guy here. That would be nice for some traffic lights. I don't know if I've got any spare. Possibly just that. I can be more important to use this flow here. This guy here is not doing well though. Oh, when you're already traveling around the map, it's a few extra. Nice spot for that pink. Won't do anything there anyway, so I think that's okay. So blue is definitely our problem at the moment. We actually never disconnected these guys from operating on that. I'd say we can probably claim back that set of lights. What we would like is an intersection. Turn him around as well. And these guys aren't coping either, but... Okay, let's take that roundabout, and we'll stick that here. Turn them in there. Try and get that moving a little bit better. We can flip this guy around and get him to try and help out where he can. seems like there's a lot of guys helping here for how badly it's doing. I mean, this is a lesson in distance and why distance doesn't work well. We're gonna have to claim that guy off him because there's just not enough other guys available to hit that line, even though he's the closest one to this. Blue is also getting a bad way. This guy, there's no way for me to get him over there without... So they can't sort of go around him. They could. Alright, let's do a quick little rebuild. So if we go out, up, in. Shift these guys. Help out. And based on how close these guys are, it does seem worth the change. Okay. Now the thing that we don't really want is we don't want guys, ideally we don't want guys from here going to here. Now there's no real way to sort of manage that apart from disconnecting this road. Not really a luxury that we have the option of doing. I'll take the traffic lights. Let's put lights in there. Set the lights in there. Oh no, because he's just connecting as his driveway, so he's okay. This red here isn't looking too crash hot either, but he's got lots of... And so that's a set of traffic lights there, I guess. Now this pink down here, these two aren't actually doing too great either. This guy's only operating off 3. We've got... Alright. Not really too much we can do with these two inks. Could send them down. Again, the problem here would be that we don't want them doing that to go and look after him or vice versa. Actually, I think that possibly what we want to do is we're not going to give them exclusive duties on looking after this guy, but we will I'll put one in there. But I mean, this isn't an urgent group here, and neither is this, so... Now, we have on this one guy, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see all of these guys currently aren't being used. He's actually only operating really off 2 guys. This guy's operating off 4. But if I was to pull this road here, none of these guys would be, I'd have to pull all of these guys except for 2. So what we might have to do is flick him around, give him a 3rd option, and then we'll connect that there. And what we would really like is a roundabout to clean up here. Alright, lovely, there's a pink. Now, this is a problem at the moment. Potentially what we could do is we could cut these guys there and send them that way. just to try and ease congestion in that roundabout, because it's not really the parking lot that's the problem at this stage, I don't think. I think it's just the amount of flow in and out of that roundabout. Now, this guy here is also making journeys that I don't want, but I can't get him not connected to that road, which is certainly a problem. Now, this guy here is struggling. We have a whole lot of these guys. Dangerous game, that one. Well, let's see if we can sustain ourselves for just a little bit longer. Now, there's a pink car here, heading over here. We don't want him doing that. So we're just going to disconnect him because he's just causing more congestion on something that we don't want occurring. You can also see this dark purple cars on here. That are also, these two guys here are making that journey. So we've got to really disconnect that because that's much more of a problem than what we wanted. I think we're too late here. I think these guys are just gonna... There's no one going in there to help out. That's where you get a problem. 1,500 though, not too bad. Let's see how we did. 9. Top 10 effort. It's alright. Yeah, any questions or comments, feel free to chuck them below. But till next time, catch you later. See ya.